March 14th, 7:44 p.m. Theatrum Neutralis Lobby. The fuck? Oh! Count off! 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1? Oh, whatever. Whatever. 1, 1! Shifu, 99 call out, so all 99 members are most likely here and accounted for, sir.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The second number 1 from my right.
Sir! Yes, sir?
Here. A birthday present for you.
What? Shifu, I didn't know that you knew all of our birthdays. What a kind heart you have. Shifu, you are more of a man than we'll ever be, sir. No, that's just him being a nice dude, I guess. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Oh.
Lang Shi says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you. It's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother.
Pardon?
Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't you?
Yes, sir! Shifu, I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. Shifu, I'm so moved that I can't stop crying. I should probably leave them to their alone time.
All right, meeting's over. Everyone, head for your posts. Dismissed!
Sir!
Yo, were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Sheena, and she's already filled me in. It sounds like you're out to get in my way again.
I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastan Embassy.
And what if I say no?
Objection!
Agent Lang, this man is my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights.
Sorry, sis, but it's not that simple. Alabast has the strictest immigration regulations in the world. Or didn't you know?
Ah, so America?
Even among my elite men, about only half of them were admitted into the country.
For real?
Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen and we might spoil the soup if you get what I mean.
We're not having soup. What the hell are you talking about, you foolish man? How dare you make such assumptions?
Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabast, Miss Von Karma. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabast are a bit of a mess right now.
What do you mean by a bit of a mess? Well, considering what's going on.
No one told you. We had an incident in Alabast as well.
Somebody's trying to start a war.
This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor.
Look, Wolfie, just let us in already. Is there a problem here, Agent Lang? Oh god, it's an old man! The most terrifying.
Not really. Just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in.
Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation.
Having a debate because of my country.
I'm just gonna give him the most old man voice I can muster here.
Not something simple, not even trying to be funny.
I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of situation. It is all because I lacked the strength to govern well.
Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador.
You weakling caucus! Curse your frailty and inability to effect change in your country!
What are you?
The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lang. And it is my judgment that in order to minimize disruption in the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Lang.
There, you see?
Oh, no way.
Oh, this guy. The pal I know.
Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please reconsider letting them into Alabast.
What's that?
My very own secretary has been murdered in the Barbalese embassy. And he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings completely unbeknownst to me. So I ask for your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babal someday.
He just keeps handing those out.
All right. I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyway.
All right. You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in.
You didn't listen to...
Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Babal murder. So, I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babal.
Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me.
Yes, sir!
Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better.
I mean, in this situation, it does sort of make sense for them to kind of hold Kay back because she is technically a suspect. Even though we did kind of prove her innocence, she unfortunately still bears that sort of marker on her right now. At least until we find the actual culprit and figure out what the actual shit is going on. You know?
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes?
So, I wanted to ask for a while now, but that lady over there, is she who I think she is?
Oh, that's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet.
Franziska von Kama, the prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again. Oh, I knew it! You're the whip lady! You may address me as Miss von Kama. Miss von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabast in your hands. Thanks. Rest assured, I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagarasu.
The smuggling ring, Perhaps I should ask Franziska a bit more about them before I head into Alabast. Ah, and I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Palino for all that he has done for me. Yeah, he kinda helped. I'm gonna investigate stuff. These flowers are a gift from the Gatewater Imperial Hotel. It appears that their business has boomed since they became a Steel Samurai sponsor. And I'm not a Steel Samurai fan, no, not in the slightest. I'm not a fanboy. Okay, I'm glad you were not hurt, but please refrain from such recklessness, alright? What if you had run into the Yatagarasu? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry to make you worry like that. I'll be more careful from now on.
Good girl.
It's good to conduct some self-reflection every once in a while. It's funny, you know, when I... Oh my god, don't say it. Don't say it! Oh my god, she's gonna say it, isn't she?
It's funny, you know, when I talk with you, Mr. Edgeworth, it's like I'm talking with my father.
God damn it, she said it! Oh god! Is that so? Do I really send that old to her? Edgeworth, you don't get it. She's literally seeing you as a father figure. Oh my god, that's precious. Wait, does that make me the uncle? Since when were we brothers? Oh, we've always been brothers, Edgeworth, come on! Detective Gumshoe, I'm counting on you to keep Kay safe. Yes, sir! You just leave everything to me, sir!
And don't worry, I'll take good care of Gummy for you.
We'll go investigate into the Babal side of things together. Right, Kay?
That's right, Gummy.
All they're missing is the last stooge. Why is everybody looking at me? Oh, that's precious. There's a flat panel, VCR, and a row of Steel Samurai videos on this table. There might be a clue among these. I'd better check the titles of these videos. My, the things I put myself through for the sake of the investigation. Oh my god, Edgeworth. Ah, you're the best. These flowers are a gift from Global Studios. Hey! They seem to be prospering quite a bit thanks to their constant stream of hit shows. Good.
Hey, what are you doing?
May I ask you to please move out of the way?
I'm sorry, sir, but we are currently clearing the area beyond the fallen burnt brush. I ask for your patience until we are done.
Very well. Oh, and I hope the brush clearing goes smoothly. The national flag of the Republic of Babal is on display here. The crest on it features a butterfly. The Babalese Embassy, which sits to the right of the theater, and the Alabastian Embassy, which sits to the left. I know I keep saying Alabastin instead of Alabastian. I swear, it's freaking one piece on the mind. Alabastian, Alabast, it's just too close. Something has happened to each of these two embassies. I sense that unconventional methods will be required to solve both of these mysteries. Is it time to bring out Little Thief? Me thinks it's time to bring out Little Thief. The national flag of the Kingdom of Alabast is on display here. The crest on it features a flower. The knife with the flower design on it that we found at the Babalese Embassy. It would appear that it is definitely connected to the Kingdom of Alabast.
Quite.
Ambassador Palino, I am in your debt.
No, it's nothing. Because it's about all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice.
I will, Ambassador. On my honor.
Wow, you're so sensational. You've really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but note that I'm giving them to you wholeheartedly.
The tickets again? No, that's quite all right.
Oh well, how about this then?
What the hell? Is that ink? And what exactly is that?
It's fountain pen ink.
Okay, I guess I was right.
Known as Babalese ink, it's made exclusively in Babal.
So this is Babalese ink.
We make it from wet crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. Please accept this ink, one dip of your fountain pen in this, and you can write for hours in your organizer.
Is it? Is the ink really that good? I personally don't think that's the case, but, you know. How fortunate for me. The ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I gladly accept your gracious gift. And it's evidence. That's an important distinction here. It is evidence. Which means this is important.
Great! Wonderful! I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. And since we don't export it, If you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation.
Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. Well, I mean, if it's the only way to get it. You never know, I'm just, You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing.
Agent Hicks, whose help I had requested, was cut down before he completed his task.
Right, he worked directly under you.
There is no room for further failure in my perfect investigation.
She probably feels like she has like a level. She is like. I like this. She takes like a level of responsibility, but again, it's not her fault that he got killed, you know? It's just. You can tell that it's actually weighing on her mind in a way, even if she doesn't want to try to show it, you know? In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct?
It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggled item I was following.
You mean the Babalese ink? But why are there restrictions on the export of Babalese ink to begin with?
That's classified Interpol info.
Hold it! Francisca! As your subordinate, I'm a part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you?
Point taken. Very well. I'll fill you in because you stroked my ego for a moment. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Zhangfa.
Counterfeit bills?
Money. Yes, as you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Babel's special Babalese ink.
Okay.
And it's virtually impossible. Why can't I English? It's virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Babalese ink from real ones.
So how do you notice they're counterfeit?
Thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic above all.
Ah, the ink got updated. That's where this document comes into play, correct?
Correct. Mr. Kojin was smuggling large amounts of Babalese ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. No, that's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring.
I mean, if you put pieces together, I guess it makes sense, yeah.
However, there remains one tiny problem.
Let me guess. You still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink.
Yes, and while we're listing things, I might as well add the counterfeit plates to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Babalese embassy, we're looking into the Alabastian embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden. Mark my words, I will find them.
Counterfeit bills. Okay. Noted. Well, shall we get going? Oh! Well, what's wrong, Kay?
I didn't get permission to enter Alabast. So, we're going to go gather whatever info we can over on the Babalese side, okay?
Alright. I'm counting on you two.
Right. And I'm counting on you and Miss Von Karma to sniff out clues in Alabast. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush on over straight away to no matter where you are.
God damn, I cannot English today. I'll let you know when the time comes. I mean, she's probably wearing a disguise or something like that, so that way we can't find her. March 14th, 8:17 p.m., Alabastian Embassy Ambassador's Office.
What do you think you're doing to my subordinate?
Damn you, Steel Samurai! Steel Sam... Is it Miss Oldbag? part of me kind of hopes it is. You're... Larry! Motherfucking Larry! What are you doing here, dude? How the hell did you get here? God, I don't care if I'm overloading my mic. I got to see fucking Larry again! Bro! Oh, that is great! Dude! Motherfucking Larry Butts, it is good to see you again, my dude! Oh boy.
Edgy! Oh, thank the heavens you're here! I'm in a really big pickle, your lordship. The raven, it appeared, poof, and then disappeared, swoosh! And though I am the steel samurai, my sword is... I'm so confused, I don't know what anything means anymore!
Who is this fruitcake?
That is certainly a word to describe him.
I'm Larry of the House of Butts, married man of New Old Tokyo, milady.
Now I remember. This person is one of your friends, isn't he, Miles?
Yes, frighteningly enough, he is.
Hey! What's up with that answer? You're best buzz in a bind, you act like it's no big deal?
What sort of bind are we talking about here?
The suspect kind! Accidentally became a suspect in a murder!
Oh, for the love of God. This must be what Phoenix has to deal with. I see. Now that is quite the bind.
Not that we're in the least bit surprised.
Yes, I pretty much expected this news. From the instant I saw this unlucky face. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T.
Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy.
How the hell did you hear my thoughts?
I'm a fourth wall breaker. Well, if you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by one.
That was uncalled for. Besides, wait, hold on. Larry? It was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph?
Huh? Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even winked at you through my headpiece.
Ah!
What's going on? And why are you beet red?
Oh my God. He's having a fucking crisis right now. Sorry, what? Could you not speak to me right now?
Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play?
So, this is the incident you mentioned earlier.
Mr. Prosecutor, this man, this childhood friend of yours is our prime suspect. Of what you ask? Of the murder of a man who had snuck into this embassy, DeMasque II.
You can't be serious. DeMasque II? You... Oh! Well, I'm happy it's not the first DeMasque, but the fuck? Did he pass the torch down? Only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing.
Shifu, we've identified the victim.
Good work. I'll take that report now.
Agent Lang, would you mind if I take a peek at it as well?
What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf, and that one is me. So no, you may not take a peek.
But Agent Lang! Detective Bad!
Agent Lang, will you allow investigators such as myself to take a look?
Ah, yes, of course. You, let the detective see the file.
You're Detective Bad!
You're the prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth, right?
Didn't get think I'd see you again. Fancy meeting you here, Detective.
You weren't expecting me? Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after the Yatagarasu non-stop. I've been pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a card was ever found.
What incredible dedication to the case.
Detective Bad knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well. And his passion for the chase hasn't died down these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you going to make an ally out of this prosecutor?
My only goal is to arrest the Yatagarasu. If you can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share info with him.
I am in your debt, Detective Bad.
Oh my god, it's good to see you, my dude.
I gotta present something to you. Look at my badge! Bad, I'm wondering if you might be able to tell me something about this.
Sorry, but I don't give a hoot about things that aren't related to the Yatagarasu.
It looks like nothing about you has changed in these 7 years, huh?
Daughter of Von Kama, you're still just a sampling of a prosecutor, so...
I'll have you know that I've already grown into a stately tree of a prosecutor.
Is that right?
Is he just toying with Francisca? He seems to be enjoying this quite a bit. Okay, let's see. Detective Bad, this is something you absolutely need to see.
What is that doing here? I've been looking for that for 7 long years. Never in my wildest dream did I imagine this turn of events. Without a doubt, this means that she is involved. That you, woman!
Yeah!
Okay, let's see. He only reacts to things involving the Yatagarasu. I wonder if you might take a look at this, Detective Bad.
Yeah, I heard. Kojin's dead. What a waste.
He's staring at his mirror with his eyes unfocused and his jaw clenched tight. I don't think there's really anything else for me to get him to react to. Yay! Detective Bad, if you could please take a look at this for me.
I see. The truth that lies beyond this piece of evidence is not going to be fun. Are you ready to take it on?
Of course I am!
I don't know how close to the truth you are, but there are only a few things I can say. So listen up and listen well. Don't ever lose your detective spirit.
That would be a good piece of advice if I was a detective. You're pretty close to one at this point, buddy. Sorry. You may be a professional prosecutor, but in terms of actually trying to find the truth, you do a good job of it nowadays. So therefore, you could do well as a detective. Well, that means, at least in my opinion, you know. About the murder of DeMasque II,
Would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details?
When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard and put ourselves in charge of directing things at this crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, DeMasque II, he broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another.
And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in this room. Seems like it. Now who is it? It can't be the same masked DeMasque. It's gotta be somebody else. Because if it was the same person as last time, that's sad. Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, Detective?
That is Samurai.
He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reasons you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless.
Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest.
Ah,
Tonight, here at the Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Yatagarasu showed. But, keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats for the guests who had been called to sit in them were empty.
a no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat?
The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time.
And where was he? Ah, he was up there.
He was on the roof with one of his legs down a chimney. That chimney leads directly into this room.
Larry Butts, you've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? Yeah, what was he thinking? In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. Yay! Alright, let's examine all the stuff here first. There was the exact same statue sitting in that Babalese office we examined. It's the Prima Duck statue. It is the national treasure of the Principality of Cadopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabasta and Babal claim to have the real thing. What an incredibly childish fight to have. Yep. Okay, I guess I'm investigating this. Nice. There was almost the exact same wall mount for the knives on the Babalese side. But I can't see any of the details from this distance. Fine. It's a Prima Duck statue. There was one of these on the Babalese side as well. I hear it's very valuable and made of pure gold. It is the national treasure of Cadopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabasta and Babal claim to have the real thing and won't budge from their claim. Incredibly childish fight to have. Now hold on a minute. Pure gold. This one was in the fire. It doesn't look melted. I mean, I may have to take like a longer look, but I'm pretty sure gold is supposed to melt at a very specific temperature. God, what was it? God, what was it? Fuck, I think it was like over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Or wait, no. It was 1,000 degrees Celsius, which I'm not entirely sure an office fire can do that. So, it depends on which one is able to melt quicker, I guess. If it's able, that would be the best way to tell which one is real gold. The one that melts the fastest is clearly fake. I'm assuming. Hey, a crossbow. There are some weapons on display on this wall. A crossbow, and under that, A set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterparts of the Babalese knives, which means that the blades inside these scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Cochin. Right. Ah. A naginata. It's the steel samurai's primary weapon, the samurai spear.
Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's sleek and shiny just like my heart. It comes at you like whoosh. When you hold it, you just want to live life like BAM!
You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although it is just as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? I'm not entirely convinced this spear is up to the task.
What's wrong, Edgy? You're just staring off into the distance. Oh, I get it! Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine.
Did I say anything about wanting one? Maybe I can shut him up if I show him the piece of evidence. That'll point something out about this spear. Hold up, what? Oh! Huh. Yeah, that is weird. Why is this spear shaped like that? If it's supposed to be straight... Huh. I'm guessing the blade got bent? But how would the blade get bent? Unless... Well, it's probably back to what I was discussing. No, there would have to be evidence of there being some sort of like dust or fire. Like, because I was gonna suggest that if it was exposed to incredible temperatures, then it'd be able to bend a lot easier. But we need evidence of there being like soot and stuff like that all over it. Oh well. All right, so I'll deduce that later. Crossbow. Why is there a weapon on display in a place like this? I wonder why there are no whips on display here. Of course you would wonder that. Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I suspect that these are the counterparts of the Babalese knives. The blades of these knives should match the blade of the knife that killed Mr. Cochin. Can we even look at them? What? One of the knives is missing its blade. Let's see if the two pieces of the blade and handle fit each other. It would appear that they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly. Then this means that an Alabastian knife did find its way into Babal. But how? Are we not gonna add that to the... You know what, I'm just gonna deduce this real quick.
Eureka!
Larry, about this spear.
Oh, are you feeling it? BAM!
I thought there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me or is the spear a bit bent?
What? No way! It's exactly as it should be, yo!
I have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now, take a good look at this which you drew with your own hands. This is kind of weird because I'm pretty sure, like, it's implied that Larry is actually relatively good with art, so he probably just sketched this out randomly. Okay, never mind. He did draw a pretty good spear, though. You can see that the spear is clearly of a different shape. What do you have to say to that?
I'm sorry! When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then, during practice, I was spinning it around and around. And BAM! It hit the wall!
You unbelievable! This is an embassy!
But I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. One time on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late that night. I'm just a useless hot-blooded man!
They're certainly something. Larry? Clear that for me, will you? Clarify that for me, will you?
Okay, so it was some field trip and I began to shadow fight with myself.
Not that! I meant what you said earlier, about spinning the spear and hitting the wall.
Oh, that's no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything.
That's not why I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend.
Oh yeah. Man, Edgy, you're so naive.
What? Where did that come from?
Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear. But it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside.
Hollow on the inside?
You could hit it against practically anything and it would bend.
Is that so?
Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is cute.
I see. Your friendship truly is something special, Miles Edgeworth. That's not friendship. It's utter humiliation. And yet, it is important. It is exceptionally important. Now we just gotta figure out why. Why is it important? That's the other thing. Well, I can't deduce anything else, so... What is that plant supposed to be? Francisca, can you see that it's supposed to be the likeness of Ambassador Alba? Miles Edgeworth! As a subordinate, you have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. I look forward to your next salary assessment next month. You're deluding yourself if you think you have any control over that. I'm not Gumshoe! You can't throw that joke at me! Well, I mean you can, but stop it. I can spot absolutely no difference between this prima duck statue and the Pabal's. The statue's face looks a bit like that costumed hero you like so very much. I only wonder why you Americans have such an affinity for this kind of face. The statue wasn't made by an American, you know. At least, I don't suppose so. The counterpart of the Babyloese butterfly is the alabastian flower. The butterfly and flower, they're both lovely things. But can we interpret this to mean that alabast provides honey to Babal? Francisca, can't you come up with a more meaningful or profound comment? Very well then, let's hear what sort of profound comment you can come up with. Well, flowers cannot survive without the butterflies that spread their pollen. And butterflies cannot live without the nectar that the flowers provide. If either one were to disappear from the equation, neither would survive. How was that, Miss Von Karma? Your explanation took so long that I nearly fell asleep. Well, let's continue this investigation. Francisca, why can't you just admit I had something there? No, I get where you were going with. It's fine, buddy. I get you. Also, it is oddly satisfying seeing Francisca as the portrait and then partner. The team up. The person shaking hands with the steel samurai in this picture is Ambassador Alba. Wait, something's not right here. The statue's facing the wrong way. The statue's facing the wrong way, and the knives are... Okay. It was taken just before the murder. The steel samurai must be very popular. They're even using the national treasure as backdrop. I just don't understand. What exactly is so great about Top North there? Clearly there is a depth to this show that a young person like you can't fathom. There you go, an adult like me... Wait, what are you looking at me like that for? Speaking of young people, aren't young children the target audience of this show of costumed actors? Okay, I'm glad this is information. This is evidence because there is there's a few things wrong about this picture. Oh, that's nice. It's a fireplace, and by the looks of it, I don't think it's been used recently. Yes, I can't say that I see anything unusual about it. Two gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. I'm sure flowers are as lovely as these must have an equally as lovely name. Miles Edgeworth, are you done staring? I should hardly think passion flowers are all that rare. Passion flowers? That's a rather unusual name. Well, I mean, we got shit like passion fruit, so... It was named by priests in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ. Really? As they say, you learn something new every day. Hell, even I didn't know. And it's important! Okay. Sure. I wanted to examine the birds, but... okay. My chair. This must be Ambassador Alba's desk. His notebook is open on his desk. He must have been in the middle of some important work. Sapling growth log. It finally sprouted today. Funny, it doesn't look like important work to me. Well, kind of, it's important work. I mean, taking care of a garden is not easy, if you think about it. So this is the victim, DeMasque II. What is with this gaudy outfit?
You don't know about Mask DeMasque? A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace.
So this thief is separate from the Yatagarasu?
I thought they were for a while, because the Ramon and the targets were different. DeMasque likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy in his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know more about DeMasque.
That's alright. All I'd probably hear are tales of his failure anyway.
You haven't changed a bit, I see.
In any case, let's get started here, shall we? Time to investigate the body. What the hell? Why do you have a giant Dorito? And what is he holding? It looks like a piece of paper from a notepad. Oh, it's a map! It would appear the directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. But why would... Alabaster Prima Duck statue, 5th floor, ambassador's office. There was something written on the back as well. I'd like you to steal the Prima Duck statue in this room. What is that supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like that? Either the protege or Yatagarasu. If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who is this person that requested the theft of the Prima Duck statue? DeMasque II's note dated jot down my orders. There is not a single shred of fashion sense in DeMasque's costume. Well, I mean, he's got the green. I'm very easy to please, apparently. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it.
You two don't know. You can buy this costume almost anywhere now.
It's being sold? Since when?
Since around New Year's. The streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out DeMasque is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be.
I can't believe that foolish fool would dress in fool's clothing to act foolishly. Well, we got your point about 3 foolishes back, Francisca. So this is the murder weapon in this case. Well, considering there was no blood on the tip of the blade, it was a slash mark that probably did it. So, if I had to guess, from the fact that there was blood escaping the
back of his head, he was sliced from the back. Holy shit, that's a fucked way to go. Good lord.
There's blood on the blade. It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it? What did you expect? It's Steel Samurai Daddy's secondary weapon. I only call it a secondary because although he uses a sword in most of his battles, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns to in a real fight.
I'm just imagining like Francisca just slowly turning her head to Edgeworth like, are you serious? You fool, are you foolishly serious?
You sure know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai. That's only because I saw the stage show earlier. The owner of this sword is the Steel Samurai, or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving him innocent. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Who is the victim?
There is not a single shred of fashion sense in DeMasque's costume. Oh.
Are we not gonna... What the...
I suppose this was the wrapping cloth DeMasque II used to carry his stolen goods. But there's nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he never did manage to get his hands on whatever it was he was out to steal.
Huh. Hey, buddy. We're not even gonna say who the hell the guy is, are we? Nope, nothing here. Okay. That is not, I did not mean to choose the statue. I meant to choose the orange note. There we go. Good.
So, he clutched the smelt as he went about his business. It was a beau excuse for a criminal. On top of which, he was only following in someone else's footsteps. What a small fry. I've been a detective for a long time. I can see straight through these people.
He really has a different air about him. Now, if only Gumshoe could understand that and be more like Detective Bad. There's still, you know, there's still a few games. He might actually, you know, become like Detective Bad, and he'll stop being a character that the creators keep throwing jokes at his expense because he's a good boy and he deserves happiness. And I'm not a Gumshoe fanboy. Shut up. Larry. Oh god. Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about.
Hey, how about that? I got a few things I'm gonna ask you too.
What is it?
It's like, both you and him. How is it the two of you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side? And Franzi, what about that promise you made to me?
What? Promise? What promise?
Oh, the one where you said you would model for my next book, Franzi's Whippity Whip Trip. Ow!
I made no such promise!
Ever since grade school, we've had a certain saying about Larry. Say it. Say it! When something smells, it's usually the butts. One needs to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. Yeah! My boy. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Maurice Dunham now?
That's Dunham! Maurice Dunham! Get that straight in your head, Edgy.
Oh, now I remember. You're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist.
No, you've got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Laurie's business.
What?
Besides, when Bongelina left me and my heart in pieces.
Who?
That's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way.
Wait.
And I figured I could through the Steel Samurai outfit.
How much you want to bet his current girlfriend is actually Callisto Yu?
Your inane blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet.
I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess.
Oh, you got it. I knew you knew what I meant, Edgy.
Not really. It's not so much as I understood. But a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry.
Naturally.
Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight.
Confess, hey! Don't tell me you suspect me too!
Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. But past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event.
Edgy, how can you be so mean, stabbing me with your words like that?
Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. I'm not a phantom thief, so I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know. Wait, unlock my heart. Nagatama. I get it.
Okay, I get it. Just stop Francie from whipping me from behind.
Then I whip you from the front.
No! So, I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy?
I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you're up to was probably beyond my imagination. So you will tell me what exactly you did, Larry.
Nope, not yet, Edgy. It'll take more than that to loosen my lips. A lot more!
Confess. Now.
Okay, well, I was up on the roof.
And why exactly were you up there?
Oh, you know, that wintry custom in the Legendary Hero.
Legendary hero?
Santa Claus!
Santa Claus?
I wanted to do that thing he does, so I climbed into one of the chimneys. But when I got there was smoke pouring out of the chimney. There was smoke pouring out.
Smoke in the chimney. And?
Well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I gave up.
Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right?
Of course I know! I did graduate from junior high, you know.
Then you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history.
Oh, crud.
I mean, he's right. It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as prime suspect in this murder.
Oh, come on, man. What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa?
There's a time and place for it, Larry! Let's start with the fact that it will be the Ides of March in a matter of hours.
Beware the Ides of March!
Santa only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit!
No! Hey, wait a sec. We're not in court.
Larry, I love you, but good lord, you make my brain cells die. You're not even killing them, you're just making my brain cells spontaneously just go bleh. But that's why we love you. That's why we love you. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as the murder weapon.
Oh, that. Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know.
Yes, apparently you did.
And, well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterwards. You want to talk about shock? I was the most shocked of all when I heard it killed someone. Ah, shocked!
Foolish fool looking especially foolish for foolishly stating such a foolish excuse.
Oh god, I love it when she goes into her fool mode.
You forgot to take something that big with you? Who would believe such a tale?
Hold it!
It's Larry. Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry.
Edgy, you believe me? Even with that backhanded insult? Oh, I just knew that our friendship is something special.
Anyway, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name. Which means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle.
Hey, that's an official Steel Samurai weapon. Huh? What? You want me to do it? Oh, you have no idea how many fans ask that of me.
No, Alright. What are you prattling on about now?
Steel Samurai, sushi slice! How's that? I bet it sent shivers up your spine.
Ah! I let myself get caught up in being a spectator. How could I have failed myself? I'm a fanboy. I can't handle it. Okay, so I have an idea what to do next. Now I don't know if it's gonna be working, but I have to see. Good, deduce. Good. Yes, this is vitally important. The photo! Look at this photo and tell me what you find odd about this scene, Miss Von Karma.
The apparent joy on the ambassador's face as he shakes that top knot's hand?
That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in the photo is facing a different way.
You're right.
The statue is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador or a secretariat-level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, and now it's facing a different direction in this preserved crime scene, is proof that someone touched this statue around the time of the crime. Yeah. Oh. Alright. You.
Better how you try, you'll never be a necessity in our Shifu's investigation.
Is that a fact? But no matter how good he is bound to overlook something.
If you insult our Shifu, then prepare to be punished.
Oh? And how exactly would you punish us?
Every investigator under Shifu's command will work to disrupt your investigation.
Vindictive much? Vindictive much? Very vindictive.
You did some investigating over in the Babbley's embassy too, right?
I did. Is there a problem?
Lang Shi says, a wolf who aims to hunt for two rabbits at once.
I believe the idiom you require is, he who runs after two hares will catch neither.
A real wolf can catch both.
I see. So what are you trying to say, seeing as how I am currently handling two cases?
Suit yourself, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay, let's talk to Francisca now.
I've only just arrived in this room myself, which is why we need to investigate some more.
Yes, I agree.
Our priority should be on understanding what the current situation is.
Of course, I was planning to do that from the very beginning.
In that case, hurry up and start the investigation already.
I will! I've been doing that for a while now! In order to find out the truth behind what happened here, I should start by gathering as much information as I can.
DeMasque. I see that yet another weirdo has popped up in my absence.
Yes, and as I understand it, he was a brilliant thief to whom the world was his oyster. He stole extremely valuable objects, one after another, for a while. Detective Gumshoe, who was in charge of the case, and not once did he catch DeMasque.
I'd already researched all of that, you know.
And last year, when DeMasque finally gave himself up and was finally arrested, he was apparently represented by that man. Knowing him, I'm almost curious as to how insane that trial turned out to be. You have no idea, Edgeworth.
Did you hear that? Did I hear what?
Nothing.
Indeed.
But why would anyone want to kill DeMasque? I should really find out some more info about the victim. We just have that. It's a fireplace. Really? I can't examine the clock? Oh, there we go. There was a grandfather clock just like this one earlier in the Babalese embassy. You know, symmetry is a fine thing, but their interior design really suffers for it. Yeah.
Really? I think this clock actually fits the decor of this room quite well.
I suppose the wood does suit the all-natural atmosphere of this room.
Its design and the material it's made of strikes a good balance with the plants.
Hey! Dude, now's not the time to be talking about interior decorating, you know. Hurry up and save me!
Be quiet! Ah! It's all part of my elite investigation. All you need to do is be quiet and watch.
Actually, I do believe Larry has a point for once. Okay, so what the hell am I missing? Talk to Lang. I talk to him. I deduced the statue. I proved the knife. Was there something in the body that I missed? Oh! Okay, so I had to examine the face. Okay. I thought that DeMasque had quit the business.
This guy, just a copycat using the name, a phony successor. He's just another petty thief. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashinao. Kashinao. Kashino.
Kashino. Carcino? Casino. Maybe?
Kashinao. I can't see now. He's 29 and one on larceny charges. From his clothes and what he was carrying, we determined that this guy is the real DeMasque II.
The cause of death appears to be the loss of blood from the back of his head. Oh god, slice the back of the head. Oh god. Oh, never mind. It seems that he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Ugh.